each of the symbols in this design has been assigned to an entry in a plant database file. So if I pick any one of these symbols, and if we look down here, that's the symbol that's been assigned to Joysia ternata, the mock orange, and so that comes about by loading a plant schedule, a plant database file. And if you look in here, if we look at Dianella little Jess, notice that there's a single quote at the beginning and a single quote at the end, and I'll OK that. What I want to illustrate is there can be some problems in using a plant schedule that's generated automatically if that particular font is current. So if we go in to and we edit, we should be able to edit that block, go in, pick a piece of text, it's Helicrisium, but its style is standard. So what I'm going to do, I'll close the block editor, we could go into gCADPlus here, edit the plant list, and come in here, backspace over the quote, and again, and then OK that. So I've edited in this file, and you can just see now that the quote before little Jess works well enough, although it's reversed in the single quote to start. So if you strike this problem, you can edit that list as we've just done, but it's quite tedious. There are quite a number of instances where there is that problem. One quick and dirty way to fix that is to go to Format and go to Text Styles and change the definition of Style Standard, and we'll pick that ink free. It's a free font with Windows 10, and we'll say OK. So we're redefining that style, and I'll OK. And gCADPlus automatically updates everything, and now you can see the quotes are being dealt with in the correct way. So I'm quite happy. That's very quick. But one thing to remember is that you've now set the text style. The schedule is always drawn with the current text style, and we've now changed that definition. So you have to be aware of that. The next piece of text you'll put into the drawing will be drawn using that particular font, because it is set by clicking this green arrow as the current font. So it's a small point, but it can be frustrating to fix. When you go to Layout Space, what I've done here is create a new floating viewport, this one here, and if we dive in and change things, we can zoom in a little tighter and display it on the page. What I'm going to do is to pick the floating viewports, and I'm going to make the color of those white, so the borders of those floating viewports won't show. So now if we zoom extents, this is an A3 sheet, and we're starting to input some data